Hi there, book. So this is Becky Rose Dungeon Girl live casting a channel update whilst out on my daily exercise. So hello, and because I exercise every day now because, you know, I'm getting old. I tend to do table tennis during the week at work, but at the weekends I go out on this thing, my C5, and I'm just cycling through my local nature reserve, which is one of my favourite places to ride, although it is absolutely full of rubbish, possibly because it's at the end of the weekend and all the local chavs have been out and just littered all over the place, which is kind of a shame. I've been out here a while already because this is my second attempt to live stream. Recorded the whole damn thing, and turned out the YouTube app doesn't live stream, it just records a video, and I kind of wanted to do it live. So the Facebook app is so much better, so I decided I'd live stream on this. It's not bad, you know, it's a nature reserve with, I think it's 4G. So I'm just randomly exploring some of the various paths and getting my daily exercise. So I spent most of this morning in a car. So, what's happening with my channel? The channel update for, what month is it? You know, I've lost track. Time has been standing still for me for a while, in a very good way, which I'll explain in a bit. So, oh, almost went over. Come on, little C5, you can do it. That looks so hard. Oh. Right. Let's go. Like I said, I've been out here a while, I'm getting tired. Downhill bit. Yay, midges, nay. Which way should we go? Which way should we go? Let's go. Oh, there's a log in the path over there. Let's go this way. Nature's getting a bit too close for comfort. Okay, there's roots in the ground and everything. It's going to be a nightmare to cycle over and see that. Oh, crikey. I should explain, I have only one brake and it doesn't work terribly well. The other one's waiting for me to fix it. Crikey. I'll be with you in a moment. I'm just terrified. Oh. Well, that was an experience. Okay, so what's been going on Dungeon Girl and stuff? What's coming up on the channel? Well, first of all, I usually release my videos on a Monday, my premium content, my advice videos, and they go out on a Monday. And then on the Tuesday, I do live play videos. And the thing about live play videos is they have a much smaller audience. And that's okay. I don't, you know, different content for different people. I'm going to keep making the live play stuff, but because, you know, I do have people that tune in to watch it. And it's good fun to me. You know, I enjoy playing D&D. That's what it's all about. It's all about playing the game. And of course, at some point, I'd like to do some other games still. That's still on the cards. It's still going to happen. But of course, I need to finish the campaign I'm in first before that happens. So we're building up to the finale on the Winged Trinity game. So that'll happen soon. And then we'll get some other games out on the channel. I'll do some one-shots or something for a while. And so yes, that's how my channel's run for a long time. The problem with that is on my channel, on the Tuesday, the featured content comes up as the live play video, and it stays the live play video until the following Monday when my premium content comes out for one day. And then we go back to the live play video. So what I'd like to do is have my premium content up there, the advice videos, the stuff that most of you tune in for. I'd like to have that. This is a totally new part of the wood, I've never been here. I'd like to have that highlighted for the week. So I'm going to start doing my premium content on the Wednesday. So that's a big change. Instead of improving your game every Monday, I'm going to improve your game every Wednesday. So, gosh, it's all blimey, rough terrain. I seem to have come out in a clearing. Wow. Oh, I think I know roughly where I am. This is the wood that you might have seen in the Rogue Explores Forests video, because we came here to film it. And I've been doing a lot of collabs with the Rogue. I've been in some of the Rogue's videos, Rogue's been in some of mine, and that's been, sorry, I'm going to go to the motor for a while because yours truly has been putting some effort into this terrain for some time now. It's getting out of breath. It's hard to present when there's no breath left in your body. So yes, I've been doing a lot of collabs with Rogue. There is a reason for that, and Michael Barker actually pointed this out when he saw on our Facebook, because like we're both friends with Michael, and he saw that both of our relationships changed at the same time, or on the same day, because you know we were hanging out together and we did it at the same time. And of course the suggestion then was from Michael that we might be in a relationship with each other. Gosh, wouldn't that make me a cougar? So yes, there's that little rumour been going around that the Rogue DM and Dungeon Girl may be a thing. So it's all true. High five! So that's the thing. And I've got to say, it's rough terrain. I've got to say, it's amazing. This is like the happiest time in my life right now. So yeah, let's yeah. Oh, right, I'm going through a new bit of the forest. Not been here before. So yeah, it's been pretty awesome. So we've been doing lots of collabs because obviously we've been spending a lot of time together. That does mean I'm filming slightly less video. I say filming slightly less. I've always done this thing where let's go this way. Okay, rough terrain. I wish I had brakes. I've always done this thing where I put my content in batches. So like I'll do my content every I'm stinging nettles, fuck! That hurt. That's gonna hurt bad. I just drove through stinging nettles. Ow. So right, let's pause for a moment. So yes, I tend to do my content in batches, and you know, I'll get a weekend and film a load of videos, but because my After Forever After videos weren't working terribly well, I just released the lot, and the only video I put out since is Becky Ruins Mounts. So I haven't built my stock of videos back up, so I don't know if I'm going to get a video out for this week or not, to be honest, because come Wednesday I'm going back down to the Rogues. That really, I don't know how many stings I just got, but my entire hand just, ow. So yeah. So yes, so my content is moving to the Wednesday, and yeah, that's that. Now, as for I was going to do the RpgaDay stuff during this little broadcast, only I don't seem to be able to multitask apps, and I didn't print them out before I came. But there was one question I was asked to answer, which is which or who, what RPG, what player, what person in the RPG world has influenced the way you play more than any other? And that's a really interesting question, because who has had the most influence over me? So if I go sort of right back to the dawn of Becky, the beginning of it all, you could argue it was the person who got me into role-playing. That would be the first contender, as it were. That was an old school friend of mine, Dan Harper, who got me into role-playing, took me along to this role-playing club, saying, you know, come along to this club and we'll, you know, play role-playing games and stuff. So did that, and enjoyed it. Eventually, like, within 2 years I was running the club, you know, so so that happened. So that would be the first contender, but the thing is, Dan didn't change the way I play or improve the way I play or influence the way I play. He just introduced me to the hobby. So the next contender would probably be Stuart Marshall, because Stuart Marshall is the author of the Connection I lost connection there for a moment. Hopefully you've got me again now. Stuart Marshall is the author of the Osric, the editor-in-chief of Osric, the old school reference and index compilation. It's basically first edition D&D is what it is. And I've done a lot of first edition, and I've played a lot of games with Stuart. He's an old friend of mine dating back to when I was, what, 15 or something. Yeah, crikey. 15 or 16, something like that. Hopefully you can hear me okay over wind noises. Not much wind actually, but for a moment there I was moving quite quick. So yeah, that was obviously a big influence. But then, to be honest, although I've done a lot of games with Stuart, I wouldn't say that his role-playing has in any way influenced mine. So, I have to move on. I have to move on to the next chapter, the next landmark in my role-playing, and that would be creating a YouTube channel. Now, when I started doing that, started doing advice videos, I also started consuming a lot of content, and actually this whole exposure to this new community of people changed the way that I play. And because I was doing these advice videos, I started to get more and more interested in improving my own game and then sharing that knowledge. And that's, you know, these things kind of happen in tandem. But the thing is, I have to disqualify this answer on the grounds that it was me who drove that. You know, I created the channel. It wasn't another person who influenced me. So that happened. But then when I look at the online games I've played, that would be the next landmark. Moving to online play, away from my comfort zone, away from my common groups. That would be, this is where the fourth person, the fourth contender comes in. And yeah, now in the online groups, this is where I got to experiment, I got to explore different sides of role-playing than my conventional groups, my week in, week out groups, my weekend games. They weren't adventurous players, they weren't with me on this journey. But the online community was. Like, you do a hangout and you try something with the character and you explore these. This is a community of people that has all of these great ideas, shares all of these thoughts and approaches to gaming, and then it gives you the forum to explore and experiment with these ideas. And within that community, of course, there's one person who beeping. I think I've overheated the motor. I'm gonna have to give it a rest. So within this, pedaling, blimey, I'm uphill. I have to just give it a little bit on the motor to get going. There we go. So within this community, there's of course one person who let me kill the power. A second, stop it beeping. Oh, blimey. There's one person who I've done more games with, both as a player and as a GM, who's had by far the greatest influence on me during the period of my role-playing where I have evolved mostly. And that, of course, is the Rogue DM. And I'm not just saying that. So, yes, I'd say the Rogue has been the person who's given me the greatest platform for evolving as a role player and for improving my game and totally changing my approach to how I role play, by far. So yes, that's the answer to that question. I'm afraid I can't remember the other 29 questions. The worrying thing now is I'm heading downhill, which means at some point I've got to come uphill. I don't know where I am. I'm just in a forest of ferns and stuff, so at some point I've got to get uphill and I've got no motor to do it with until it cools off. So I might nip off for a little cigarette break. Somewhere nice and agreed to have my little cigarette break and wait until I can cheat again and use the motor. But as this was attempt number 2 to film this, I have most definitely had my daily exercise. So So I think I'll sign off now and head, whoa, so close, and head back to Dungeon. Oh, now some other news just before I go, because I don't think I've said it on this stream yet. I said it on the first attempt, which didn't publish. I came home this weekend, having been away for a day or so, to find that one of my neighbours' houses, well, the house didn't burn down, but their back garden did. The trees behind my house had been set fire by some local kids. It's burnt down their sheds and stuff like that. So, yes, drama in the neighbourhood. But whilst I was outside chatting to the neighbours about all of the events that had unfolded, I got to speak to another of my neighbours I hadn't spoken to in a year or two. And it turns out they're into D&D. So it's going to be like checking out my videos and stuff, and hopefully coming along to either my midweek or my weekend role-playing session sometime soon. I'm in a totally new part of the forest, so I have no idea what's ahead. So yes, I have a new player. I have recruited. So yeah. Anyway, while I think I'm kind of out of news and stuff at the channel, and I don't have the other 29 questions, so unless there's a viewer who has a question quickly, I'm gonna sign off. Let me try it rogue style. Should I try a rogue style sign off? Bye-bye.